Today's video is being brought to you by DistroKid. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Taylor, and I'm a guitar player, and I do all sorts of guitar-related stuff on my channel. If that's the sort of stuff you like, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And if you'd be so kind, YouTube's algorithm really likes it when you hit the like button, so if you could do me a favor and just smash the hell out of that thing. I mean, just destroy it. Just smash it to pieces. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be comparing a PODHD Pro and an Axe FX3. Hopefully everyone can look at this experiment and just sort of like a fun light and, you know, not take it too heavy. And I think as guitar players, we live in this golden era where we just have like the coolest gear coming out all the time. And it's just overwhelming sometimes trying to keep up with all this stuff. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this video and just try to not take it too seriously and just see it for what it is. And before I get into this video, I just want to take a second to talk about today's sponsor, DistroKid. DistroKid is a really awesome online music distribution service that you can sign up for as little as $19.99 a year. And that includes unlimited uploads. And they don't take any of your royalties, you get all of your royalties, and they distribute your music to all the major online services, you know, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Facebook, Amazon Music. I mean, the list is just massive. They also have a really cool feature that I like called Teams. And what you can do with the Teams feature is you can actually distribute the royalties from your songs, and you can do it based off percentages. It makes it really easy, and it takes the hassle out of trying to keep track of that stuff and then split your royalties down the road, and, you know, your bass player spent all the royalties on beer and now there's no royalties left, and you're like,
bro, where are my royalties? I wrote that song.
You can eliminate all those problems by using the Teams feature. And the last feature, something that I want to talk about that I think is really awesome, is they will actually create a preview of your track that you can upload to all of your social media. And this just happens intuitively when you upload your song. You can just create a preview of your song and you can post it to all your social media. You can just do it natively through the website, and it's really awesome. I have to imagine a lot of you out there are musicians and write your own music, and if you ever wanted to get your music out there and get it online, now's the time. It's never been easier, and DistroKid is just making this as easy as they possibly can for you. If you want to sign up for it, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below. If you use that link, you'll not only be supporting the channel, but you'll get yourself 7% off. So maybe 2020 is the year for you to get that backlog of music online and out to people and start promoting it. All right, back to the video. So the way that I set this up is I'm only using the preamp modeling and the power amp modeling in each of the units, and then I set up a custom IR from C-Cow cabs in post for the cabinet emulation. I'll be the first one to tell you, if you want to get a PODHD Pro and like use it in your studio, you're gonna have to buy cab IRs to get a good sound out of it, because the IRs that come with the unit aren't very good. And the thing that kind of sucks when it comes to the PODHD Pro is there's no IR loader, so you have to add the IRs in post. Okay, with that being said, the guitar is being reamped through each one of the units, so it's the same performance going through all of them. And I'm gonna compare two of my favorite amps in the PODHD Pro, the PV Panama, which is a 5150, and the JCM 800 2204 model. Another important thing is the settings aren't the same on both of the units. I just tried to dial them in to taste. I'm not doing like a direct head-to-head comparison, which one sounds better type of video here. All I'm trying to do is give some perspective on what kind of value the PODHD Pro still has in today's landscape of new digital modelers. I think I've said all the things. Let's just do it. Alright guys, I'm really curious, do you think the PODHD Pro still has any value in today's market? Let me know in the comments below. I was actually super surprised. I mean, the AxeFX 3 obviously sounds better, and there's no comparison when you're playing the two units. The AxeFX 3 is just leagues above in terms of feel and flexibility and, you know, the amount of just raw horsepower that it has. I mean, obviously it's a much newer modeler, and Fractal is kind of like the kings of this amp modeling world. But I think the PODHD Pro still has a place. And what I think is really cool now is that with all the new technology coming out and all these new companies making modelers and the price coming down on all the used units, there's a much lower point of entry for people who want to get into the world of modeling. I mean, maybe you're just a casual guitar player and you've had your Marshall JCM 800 set up and you love that thing and you don't see any reason to buy another amp. You're sort of curious about modeling, but you've never wanted to spend the money on it. You know, now the point of entry for one of these multi-effects processors that has, you know, hundreds of different amps and effects and all sorts of emulation going on, the price point's pretty low, so you could justify buying that if you just want to dip your toes in the water. And maybe it'll open up a whole world of possibilities for you that you never even knew existed. In my opinion, the AxeFX 3 is leagues better. It definitely has better response. The PODHD Pro sounds flatter, it's less responsive, but depending on what you want to use it for, maybe that doesn't matter to you. And I just want to put this out there as well, because I see a lot of opinions on the comments on which modeler is better and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Better is what gets the job for you and what's going to make you play guitar and what you're going to love. At the end of the day, that's all that it's about. It's about inducing creativity and getting you to sit down and play your guitar and giving you some tones that you're going to love and you're going to care about and you're going to enjoy. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and that's it. Have a great day, write some killer riffs, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.